Great to see you, Coy. You know, this is something we saw last season after Colin Kaepernick started it, didn't we? But there's no doubt what we've seen in Charlottesville over the last week or so has been very, very shocking. What did Bennett say about why he's taken this decision and why he won't be standing?
Good to see you, Amanda. Michael told me that he thinks that too many of us are stuck in a comfort zone when it comes to social injustice, and people want things to be better, but they're afraid to do anything about it. He said that people are being judged, dying even because of their race, their religion, their political stance, their sexual orientation, and more. Well, he doesn't want any of us to look back and ask, why didn't I do anything? Here's my conversation. Michael, why sit for the national anthem now?
I think if you're being silenced, you're being dishonest. And I think we can't be silenced no more because we're living in this reality. I'm living in a reality where I can't hide behind the logo on my helmet. I can't hide behind the shield. I can't hide behind the glamour and glitz of the NFL. And we can't be hiding behind it. If we have the right ideas and we believe the truth, and we're fighting for what America's built on, that's the freedom, the equality, the justice for all, and the liberty. And those are things that I'm actually trying to remember and honor when I sit down for the flag.
How has Colin Kaepernick's stance that he took emboldened players like yourself to speak out against racial injustice?
I think Colin Kaepernick was one of the best fighters in sports history for one of the equality in my generation, and I think we got to continuously fight the good fight, and that's the fight for everybody to have equality, everybody to have freedom, and I think that fight is something that we all should be fighting. I wish more players would stand up and say what they really believe, because this is the truth that we all believe. But I think everybody's fearful of what will happen. Nobody wants to be Kaepernick. I think that's what we call it now. Nobody. But I mean, if silence is what we have to do, I can't do it anymore.
Now, I know you've heard it, Michael. You're just an athlete. Just stick to football. What do you think about folks who say things like that?
I mean, who would I be if I put money before my morality? Who would I be if I put the success of what's going on right now before my morality? And every kid that watches me, I can sell them Nike, I can sell them Gatorade, I can sell them all kinds of products. Why not sell them the truth? Every kid has the right to be able to inspire and change their society and change the culture and change the city that they live in. Why not honor that? Why not give them the hope, and why not give them the passion, and why not give them the heart to do that? And that's what I believe every day, is that instead of trying to be a role model, be an inspiration, plant the seed in young kids' mind that the city that they live in, when they go to school and they see that there's no books, they see that they can't eat the proper lunch. If they don't like that, well, go back and change that. And that's the thing that I think is most important. I challenge everybody that watch this show to stop being silenced. You know, we speak at lunch, we speak at dinner, we speak when the friends, we speak when the door is closed, but when it's time to speak up about the issues that we all know that aren't right, we all know that social inequality is not right, we all know this, we all know that racism is not right, but when it's time to speak up, we get lost, and I don't want to get lost in this transition. I want to look back on this history and be on the right side of history, be on the right side of justice for all, and be on the right side for equality for all, and be on the right side for freedom for all.
Sitting for the national anthem is not an easy way to spark conversation about serious issues like racial and injustice and inequality. Many find it offensive, but it is effective. Amanda, Michael's using his platform to try to create positive change in our society, especially when it's uncomfortable to do so.
Yeah, and that statement that he made there, Coy, nobody wants to be Kaepernick. Arguably, it's even more powerful what Michael Bennett's been doing because of the discussion about how damaging last season's actions have been to Kaepernick and his career. How much do you think that the lack of the new contract is because he stood up and took a stand?
Amanda, I think it's a major factor. You wonder why players in the past who've done much worse than peacefully protest during an anthem like Colin Kaepernick, like beating their wives or being arrested for criminal activity, they were given big contracts to play again, but why has Colin Kaepernick not? I learned from my days in the NFL that a player's ability to help the team win must outweigh their potential to be a distraction and hurt the team's bottom line, hurt the team's ability to put fans in the seats. So you see, star players, they have different set of standards than guys who are just pretty good. Colin Kaepernick now at this point in his career is just pretty good. He's not the same type of superstar player that led the 49ers back to the Super Bowl, okay? So the Kaepernick in fighting for equality, that's a great thing, but the manner in which he did it has created a firestorm of distraction, and no NFL team yet, Amanda, has been willing to take a chance and bring him into the organization and create that tension around their team.